cheaper ones that you can buy that make a big, you can buy them that go 100 yards or 300 yards. There's some that go way out.
This is 1,000, I think.
Yeah.
1,000 feet, and you have crystals.
That's
inside,
great.
And it's supposed to transmit your phone.
Excellent. What's the website?
It's Numeria.
Lumeria.
Numeria plug. And it's only
Lumeria plug. Okay, good. That's great. I'll look into it. Lumeria plug. I don't know that one, but I know many different ones. It would
Oh,
take me-
Shungite?
Yeah.
Shungite?
Shungite is right here.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Shungite is one of them. Okay. Then I have a Tesla coil. That's called the Q-Link,
Mm-hmm.
and they named this after me, 1111, because I sold so many, helped them sell so many of them. Shungite, awesome. I got this from my friend Susan Long. My friend Brian Besco is twistedsage.com, and that's also this one, this pendant. He met somebody that inspired him to make these things, and then this one's my friend Dr. Sandra Rose Michael. She has the eesystem.com, which is like the med beds that are coming out, and that's been bombarded with the med bed system, and that heals my blood. These are all about frequency. When you put these bracelets that she made around cheap wine bottles, it makes it like an expensive wine. One of these is a Tesla dodecahedron. It has a Schumann resonance, which has been off the scale. The Schumann resonance is off the scale because Tesla is doing this. Tesla is alive, okay? He traveled back in time. We're going to be escaping this matrix because it's poisoned with this graphene oxide. If you take a magnet to the beach, it's full of these graphene oxides. There's these metal. There was this movie, I forgot what it's called, but there were all these things coming out of everywhere and building things, these graphene metal things. So it's everywhere. But if you hold a high frequency vibration or have a strong belief in Source God, you can transmute anything. If you vibrate high enough, it vibrates the shit out of everything. Okay? So you have to really believe. You have to have a strong belief in love. Don't live in fear, live in love, and believe in yourself, and know what you want, and always be excited about what you're doing. Follow your excitement. Do what makes you feel good, because doors open magically for you, and they come to you magically when you live in that high frequency vibration. Because then you don't need to drink coffee. You don't need to do drugs. You don't, because you're already there, and it all comes to you. So that's why I called this talk "Attracting Love, Freedom, and Happiness," is because we have everything we need. We just have to realize it and let it go. Because when you think negatively, you attract things like a magnet. Once you start saying bad things and thinking bad thoughts, it comes to you, and it happens. So you have to just recognize it and let it go. Just let it go and laugh it off. And you know what I say to myself? I say, these things had to happen for me to get where I'm going. Oh, good, I lost it. Now I'm going to get a better one. Now I'm going to get the one I really wanted. Or, yeah.
X22 is a really good site.
I love X22 report. That's Dave. And if you notice, you can't share it on Facebook. Even in the messages, it won't allow you to share it. That's how good it is, okay? It won't let you share it. I listen every day to X22 report. And I'm glad you brought that up, because today there's a talk in about, maybe soon, maybe he's already posted it now. X22 report has a story. He didn't do one yesterday, but there was one about Dr. Zelenko, which is an excellent thing to listen to, because he talks about anybody who got the bioweapon jab, how to reverse it. Okay, so Dr. Zelenko at X22 report talks that. My favorite one is listening to Mary, and that's We the People on Rumble.com. Rumble.com, and she's so cute the way she gives the news, and she talks, and really she's sharing Judy Byington's report, and that's Rumor Mill News. So Judy Byington, let me write the name down because it.
And also get the Fall of the Cabal.
Fall of the Cabal was an excellent video series,
Yeah.
because, and there's two of them. There's two series. One of them The first one I thought was just videos 1 through 10, but it's really videos 1 through 12. Okay, that's Fall of the Cabal. Okay,
Dutch lady did this one.
Fall of the Cabal is an excellent way to start to explain everything that has been happening.
Thank you.
And then the sequel to Fall of the Cabal,
Right. Oh, that's a good one.
that's 20 videos after that. That's another excellent program to get caught up on. But if you watch those, you'll know what's going on now, because it's all a big show and it's a big sting operation. And they're getting everybody on board, because you're about to have, everybody's going to be rich. We're all going to get all our taxes that we've ever paid back. We're all going to get, they confiscated so much gold that we're all going to be rich. Okay?
They're all under the Vatican.
From the Vatican, yes. Because we've been slaves to the banks all our life, and we didn't realize it.
So do we need to pay our taxes?
You know what? I canceled my tax appointment. They called me. So, we're going to get an extension. I think they're going to extend it. So keep extending it. And if you have to, pay it the last moment. But I don't think they're going to. I said last year that we don't have to. I don't think, I would hold off on doing that. Because you're going to, even if you do, you're going to get it back. Okay? So even if you do and get it out, because me, I might be getting money back. So it might be good to go and do it. Yes?
If you like tarot, go to Tarot by Janine.
Tarot by Janine. She is.
Really, she's
That's,
a
what is it?
regular
Cravens?
tarot.
Ravens?
Oh, Ravens.
It's something. What is it?
Sending.
Sending Ravens.
Sending
Yes.
Ravens and Tarot by Janine. Both of those. It's both
Yes,
her.
she is.
She's like a
Only one time I
regular.
didn't agree with her, but the rest I did like.
Most
Yeah.
of what she says.
Most of what she says is right on the money, and I do like her. Because I met her through my friend Michael Jaco.
Oh yeah, Michael Jacobs great.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good too.
Yeah, I met him. I talked him into coming to my conference in Vegas, and I met her there. She came with him,
Fabulous.
and she was really good. I've been really lucky. I met everybody, speaking to all these different conferences, and I'm so happy it's free here, because you can come and hear me for free. Really, I'm priceless. So but I want to share what I study, because I really put my heart into it, and I study 3 to 4 hours a day. Okay, 3 to 4 hours a day I study on what's going on, so I can have my pulse on what's going on, and my fingers in Mother Earth, and feel the pulse and the heartbeat, and know what's going on, because I have been waiting. You think you've been waiting for long? 2 years, 3 years? I've been waiting since the 80s, okay? Because I had the conversation with the 80s, okay? I was like, okay, when is this going to happen? Then 9/11 happened. I said, oh, good, finally, people are going to wake up. But no, they're like, ooh, they blame it on the Middle Easterners, And that's what Carol Rosen told me. They were going to blame it on the Middle Easterners, okay? But, we're like, right, you're going to have 19 passports perfectly on top of the pile of everything? No. And see, I'm the only one who's talking about UFOs on 9/11, too. There was a Tesla antimatter space destroyer, and that was a missile shot from a Dolphin-class submarine that went through the Pentagon, okay? Because they showed the video. Because if it was a plane, where are the plane parts? And planes, they would leave plane parts, and there's no black box or planes. Also, it made a perfect missile hole, and it would be on fire, but there was no fire. A mother and her child crawled through the hole. Okay, and that was where they had to kill those people. They had them all in that room to kill those people that they were trying to get rid of. And that was the only section of the Pentagon that they'd reinforced. So, it's just too many things,
Down the rabbit hole.
And it's Israeli Mossad, and Bibi Netanyahu is the headmaster who's doing all the orchestrating. And we arrested the 5 dancing Israelis on 9/11, but we let them go 3 months later. And because they knew we couldn't hold them, and they sent them back to Israel. And they were claiming to be Israeli students. And the white van that they were in had a mural painted on it of the towers being bombed and burning and everything. And they're dancing, and they're videotaping it from across the river, in Jersey. How obvious your face can it be?
And they announced it before it even happened.
And they announced it before it happened, and the only Jewish guy that died was the deaf guy who didn't get the message. And so I love Judaism and Hebrew and I love reading the Torah and studying, but really our ancient roots are from Israel, not Israel, Ireland. Ireland is where everything is coming from. Okay, that's what I'm really uncovering. Okay, Ireland is where the ark landed. When they came out from the ark, they went to Ireland, which was part of Spain, the Moors, the Black Irish, and from there it went east. Not everything went west from Rome and Greece. Rome and Greece, if you look at the language, you see the roots that everything came from Ireland. Okay, so that's what I'm uncovering and reading now, and I bought some excellent books on that subject. So if you find me on Facebook, you can see it. It's available to the public. My name is Eric Reza Dadmer, and I post these things that I study, and you can see it's Eric, E-R-I-C, Reza, R-E-Z-A, Dadmer, D-A-D like dad, M like mom, E-H-R. And if you have to figure out who I am, go to Eric the Healer page, and then you can work backwards from there, because I also have a page, Eric the Healer page, and you can figure out backwards who I am and follow me. You know, I have 5,000 friends, so I can't really friend anyone. You can go on the waiting list or whatever, and I'll friend you eventually, because when I talk about urine therapy or flat earth, people delete themselves, and I'll add you, you know. So, but yeah, thank you for coming. I'm really, if you have any questions, or I don't want to get, yeah, thank you for staying and not walking out and following and being interested in what I have to say, because I put my life on the line, and I use my real name, and I go everywhere and share what I learn. And I do that because we have to live. We can't be in fear. Because when I was doing martial arts and stick fighting, and I was pissed off, I would get scarred and hurt, and it wouldn't take a long time to heal. But if I was just happy, having fun, and just laughing, and oh shoot, you know, and it would heal quickly and stop bleeding quickly. I wouldn't need a Band-Aid because I'm having a good time. I'm following my bliss. So always be happy. If you catch yourself thinking negatively, catch yourself, recognize it, and say, okay, it's going to get better now. This had to happen for me to get better now. So welcome disaster, because it's about to get better. It can't get any worse. So be happy and live in love, because that's the polarity, fear and love. You know, have no fear like me. And just, you know, I'm a Scorpio, Leo rising, year of the tiger. This is my year. I'm 60, water tiger. This is my element, water tiger. When I was growing up, and Chinese people said, oh, water tiger, you know, because that's the one that kills the dragon. See, I'm killing the dragon family bloodlines. And this is the one that flows around barriers. Bruce Lee said, be like water, flow around barriers. You know, water can be deep, it can crash, it can be soft. Be like water, okay? Because that's the martial arts I studied with. You know, and I studied Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Thai boxing, and so but I'm a peaceful healer person, you know. I don't fight because I don't have to, and I'm confident. And they're saying, where's his weapon? What does he have? I don't need a weapon. I am the weapon, you know. My love is the weapon, and you have happiness, and see, that's why Eric the Healer is a comedian, you know, because I joke and I laugh, and that's why they don't kill me, is because I'm the class clown. Okay, I'm the jester. When I was working for I think it took them 15 years of me working for the Department of Public Health. You know, when you put your name in the email, and then you're supposed to put your title, I put court jester instead of office technician, because they never promoted me, even though I built the place and made forms and everything. They never promoted me because I was speaking out against everything. But I put court jester, and it was the biggest laugh. And finally, some managers realized it, and they couldn't write me up for it, but they got really mad at this, and they had to change it, you know, to office technician, which I left as. I retired last August because I got tired of arguing with them, and I was in a closed environment with a bunch of people shedding, you know, spike proteins, it's graphene oxide. So we have to be careful, you know, because the Q-tip test is like getting the jab. They have the graphene oxide spike protein in the Q-tip too. So don't get that. And so is the next speaker here? Yeah? No.
She told me she'll be here in like a minute.
Okay, good. So thank you very much. You know, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for staying. And I know I hope it went fast for you. And I know I talked, you know, too much. I hope it was fun and it flew fast. And I recognize some people from Keep Coming. Thank you for coming again.